On point. On point.
Again, let's do it again.
On point. On point. God damn it. On point. Yeah, man. On point.
I've been scammed.
I've been scammed.
Olosho dupe me. I've been scammed. Yeah, she no get nyash.
I've been scammed. She don't get breast.
I've been scammed. She no get nipple.
I've been scammed. She don't get hair.
I've been scammed. I've been scammed. Olosho dupe me. I've been scammed. Olosho dupe me. I've been scammed. Olosho dupe me.
I've been scammed.
She no get breast.
I've been scammed.
She no get nipple.
I've been scammed.
I've been scammed. Hey, man, that was good.
Fantastic. Tonight,
What it do,
on this
baby?
episode, we're talking about life plans and if we're still on course with our life plans, So let's just get right into it. Prince, what about your life plans? Tell us about it.
I'm back. I'm here. Prince the Camp Freak, as they used to call me.
The Camp Freak. You like that, Abi? You like the Camp Freak? I mean, it makes sense.
The freak. The camp
Is the Camp Freak?
I'm not going to answer to that. But yeah, what I have to say is that I don't know if it's good or not, but I'm not in line with my life plan. The thing has changed like 5 years ago. So my life plan has changed. And I think I have to say that in some certain aspect, so in some certain way, I'm kind of happy that I didn't go that way. Because I feel I would have missed so many things.
You would have been scammed.
You've been scammed.
No, I really feel I would have missed so many things. And I was in a direction that today I'm still fighting against my decision I did earlier. And that's why how will I say it? I have to say that I'm on a path that I don't know where it's going to because I haven't planned it before. Because I was a person that when I was quite young already, I already knew where I'm going to be with 25 or where I want to be with 25.
Okay.
So my plan changed with about when I was 21 years old.
He began life plan. He's been scammed.
So now you have to see the difference that the years when I started planning my new life plan, is just a shorter duration now. And it's not fully planned. And that's where I learned a lesson for myself. It's good to plan or dream about something that can happen later, but just keep it as a dream and not as a plan. That's my own opinion for right now.
Okay.
Well, this is a big one. At some certain age, like when you were a baby, like a kid, you know your plans. You like have this mindset, like when I'm old, by 25, I want to have this, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, whatsoever. But in my own opinion, or let me just put my own story as an example. As you grow up, as you meet people, or as you see things, the society changes. And automatically your plans are going to change. Except... Oh, please.
Why are you shy?
I'm not.
Why shall
I don't want to drop it like that.
He began life plan. He's been
scammed.
scammed.
I've been scammed.
He was an
I've been
expose.
scammed. Okay. Let me just drop it. The plan changes at some point.
So that means we can all
What-
agree. Life has scammed us.
Life has scammed us. What you wanted or what you has planned, because I came from Nigeria when I was 16. And the person that my uncle told me when I was in Nigeria is that Desmond, now you have your WAEC. We can see WAEC is Matura, but Matura is on another level, like a bigger level than WAEC. So he told me, now you have your WAEC, you have everything. You just move. You go to Austria now. You learn the German language. for 6 months.
Du
you, le- you, you, le- you learn the German language for 6 months. And after then, you know the German language. This guy that is telling me this thing, he doesn't speak the language as well. He
Here for how many years?
He was never here. He was never. He has never set foot to Europe. So it was like, yeah. After 6 months, then you start to study, and in 5 years, this was how I was talking. In 5 years, you're done. And that was the mindset I had when I came here. But when I got here, life eats me out rather than expected. So that's why I said plans changes. But I found another way, another life plan, and I'm still on it, and I'm following that purpose. And I wish God will help me.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Amen.
Me.
Oh yeah, now.
Maya, talk to us. Talk to us, bro.
Life plan. I think everybody has a life plan because we don't have a certain knowledge of life as a kid. And the thing is about like when we are children, most things that we experience actually kind of like form us. So at a certain age, when you're in your 20s, it's only the time that you actually kind of like get rid of certain indoctrinations as well as some things that you have experienced. But it's very, very difficult because everybody has a lifeline and you're wondering yourself, let's say like, it's a typical quarter crisis. Quarter crisis is typical 25. Everyone wants to have something done until they're 25. And now you hit 25 and you're looking at yourself, I'm still a dickhead. What happened? So you have a quarter crisis, then that's kind of like a moment where you just have an overhaul about your life. You're asking yourself, okay, what can I do? How can I move on forward? Because certain things that I've thought are going to be easy aren't as easy as I thought they would be. So, but still, if you're, let's say like certain milestones you won't hit, but maybe the longer run of the goal as well, you might still get it through. So that's the time you kind of like change and switch your plans and still try to make it work. As long as you're living and working, it's still okay. But one of the biggest life lessons is just to live in uncertainty because nobody knows what's going to happen. And I think that's what we're struggling with in our generation because we want guarantee and we want trust. If I put this on you, if I give you this is the outcome, but nobody knows. So learn to live in uncertainty and your life is going to be a little bit easier.
Thank you for giving them tips.
Amen.
Yeah, now for me, like with life plan, I guess as we've already all noticed, we have all been scammed, I guess.
We have been
life.
scammed.
But I believe it depends on what you were seeing as a goal. You know, if your goal is something you can't influence or you have no, concrete influence on or the way you can manipulate, that's tough to, set as a goal. So like for me, the certain plans I had, they shifted, not only because I wasn't able to have influence, that was number one. Number two, because of getting to know other people. Because immediately you get to know other people, they fuel your imagination, they fuel your dreams or certain desires spring up in you. So because of that, your goals might change because your desires, what fulfills, or brings joy to you differs as well. You get me? Yeah, so that's what I have to say first round about life plans.
Brother Bros. No, you're not on a life plan anymore.
No. And life is very, very interesting. As you all have said, for different reasons, things we would have intended, places we intended to be, things we intended to have achieved by now, fortunately and unfortunately didn't play out the way they were intended. In all we do, we should give thanks to God. My wife would say, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
So I'm a Chrislam.
There are so there are things that are definitely better than I would have expected them. And there are things where I say, I missed the target by so far. At the end of the day, I'm just grateful for being alive and to have learned. As you said, the uncertainties in life, they make life so interesting. Because if we were all doing things according to the plan, it might be a little boring.
Definitely.
Because it's like you are the God that maps your way. But yeah, each and every one of us has faith. So we don't really know exactly what tomorrow will bring. So yeah, that's why I am not in course with the roadmap.
Okay, would you guys say then it's kind of inclined with what people call your purpose in life?
Purpose. Life has no purpose and life has no meaning.
That question is a very, very, very big question, and a question that is meaningful to me. I believe many people had made life plans without knowing even that there is a purpose.
Wait, their purpose or
that life might have a purpose. Some people get to figure some of these things out later in life.
Yeah.
I deliberately said later, not late.
Yeah.
Because it might vary from person to person. So
And
sorry?
And circumstances.
Yeah. So I believe there is purpose in life. Is the way things presently are taking course in my own personal life, is it in line with my purpose? The answer to that question you will get on the next episode.
To be continued.
Inshallah.
Because I think some things are very, very private, and it's very courageous what we're doing here, because we're actually releasing a lot of very private things.
We are actually being courageous by being vulnerable.
Yeah.
In front of the
We've
podcast.
had this argument. And I knew what you were going to do before you did it. Before you did it.
Look, if I did it, tell me I did it. If I didn't did it, tell me I didn't did it.
So, yeah. My answer to that, you'll get on the next release. Tune in.
What I also have to say to it is that I think all of us having a life plan, we are blind to some certain circumstances that may happen on the way to that place.
Very true.
So that's why I have to also say that is what I learned too. And I saw that there's so many things that can still influence me or are even more important than the goals I set for myself.
So what you're saying is that you being off course from the initial plans you would have had for yourself is more beneficial to your life presently.
Now I can,
because it sounded positively.
because I can even bring an example in. That's very personal for me. I think I've talked to some of you about it already.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I'll just drop it, no problem.
Okay, drop it low, boy. Drop it low, boy.
You know, like I think you people know that I didn't really grow up with black people.
Okay.
It was just with the white people, and my plan didn't include black people like that anymore. So there's a day that happened. I was stressed and not really depressed, but something was disturbing me. Like, where is my place? Because I got confronted by a white person saying like, "Where are you from?" I told him I'm Austrian, and he said, "Bruder." He looked at me and like, yeah, but it's different. Something is different about him. It was because of my color. The color of my skin.
To be sure.
Yeah. So then he said that, where is your community? And me growing up with white people, my community were the white people. So where are the black people? So a year later, there was a guy I was working with, and he was a Nigerian. He came to me and said that, yeah, Prince, where are your Nigerian people and all that? You don't know Nigerians or Africans. I said, yeah. They said, yeah, you need to go to Africa, go to Nigeria, experience. And I made the plan. I said to go that I need to go to Nigeria. I need to know the black people. I need to know the black people here in Austria. I need to know my community. So now that's a point where, it's not in my lifeline anymore because that thing takes so much time. You have to find yourself again, know where or what you want. So I came to find the black people. And what I found out is that I'm a part of a community that I wasn't even part of.
That wasn't in your life plan.
My
You
life
didn't-
plan too, yeah.
Okay. I'm not wanting to deviate, but just for my comprehension. Now, you not being in the black community, do you think it took something away from you? Because to me, I'm not sure. Like, if that is who you are and that's how you grew up, you might have been seen and looked at differently, but it might not really mean that something overly important was missing in your life. So I just want to understand, like, from your perspective.
At the beginning, it wasn't feeling like something was missing. But when I came in, it's like I was missing all that. Like,
We
it's when-
black, we funny.
Yeah. It's when I realized.
We got the dance
Yeah.
moves. We got the
Risotto is not jollof rice.
Yeah, tall. Okay.
No,
Okay.
but personally, like what you said, thank you for sharing that. But definitely. But I feel like knowing your community or knowing where you come from, that's how I will put it,
Yeah, that was why I asked the question.
adds to purpose.
Because community and knowing your origin are two different things.
Definitely.
It
So
might
that's
look
why I
alike.
got what he said.
Your community might be the white folk, and
There's no problem.
I'm not sure if there is anything wrong about that.
Yeah, but your
But
heritage,
your heritage, your origin,
ancestry,
that's a whole nother like ball game.
yeah. And like me as a young man, I kind of see where it's coming from, because personally as well, I want to know more of my culture at this age that I am right now. Because I feel like, as I said, it's kind of tied with your purpose.
Yeah, you search for meaning.
Exactly.
Yeah, man's search for meaning. Read the
Um,
book Viktor Frankl. Man's search for meaning. If I am to ask you on air, what is your life purpose? Will you be able to vocalize?
I will be able to vocalize, but I won't do
But
it.
you won't do it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I just wanted to know. Good. So since when did you get to know of your life purpose?
Since I'm a kid, probably 5 or so.
5. Anyway, because we're on air, I won't want to ask further questions. But that is very lovely because now, with your age, you've had nothing less than 20 years plus to work on your life purpose.
The good.
There
Okay. So
are people that just
Exactly.
got to know and that are about discovering their life purpose. So his life purpose might have been, let me make money, I want to have this, and this is what I'm working on to give me that satisfaction in life. Because I believe if you're not inclined with your life's purpose, you will toil all around and something will always miss.
Definitely.
You get me?
So that's why.
So in his case, like Prince's case, where he mentioned that, okay, he was in a whole different position in life until maybe that conversation that triggered his interest.
Exactly.
So he might have been planning and working on things till he gets to that point, that junction in life, and be like, oh, true. Oh, wow, okay. What does this person mean? Now he starts researching, start getting in touch with other black people. You'll be surprised that a whole new purpose of life unveils. So do you know your life purpose, Deso?
Yes, of course. I know my life purpose.
Okay.
In my opinion,
used-
life, your purpose, for every human being, your purpose is supposed to help others in any way. Because he said, like, okay, make money. I don't feel like that's like a purpose. That was just an example, like real
Like,
spontaneous.
that's why
that was
I-
real
I-
quick, I know. But like, what are you able or willing to do with that money? Because that's how you figure, okay, this is how I'll help. I didn't want to cut you short. You have something to say?
Yeah. My life purpose, just like you said now, to
Make money.
to help others, to help others have a better life,
Yeah.
especially in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I was telling you guys earlier, the guy that commented, that told me to go back to where I came from, and I said I'm planning to. So I found a new life purpose. Okay, I won't say a new life purpose. Like I found my life purpose of going back home and doing something that would help my community where I grew up and stay by it, because I think that would give me more joy. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's my purpose
Oh, fantastic.
for now.
Okay.
I know your life purpose.
What's my life purpose?
Oh, I would not say I was.
Why?
I would
Say
tell
it.
you- No.
No, don't say
No,
it,
because
don't say
certain things shouldn't be said because
It is very.
it's kind of like very private and intimate, and it's just nicer to see just to unveil himself.
Unveil themselves.
But I know I've
yeah.
seen certain things that have been changing in my
That's
man's
this
life, and he's still trying to hide. But it's like for certain people, it's just like once you converse with them, you know the life purpose.
Yeah, you can figure
And with
it out
certain
with
people,
some
like
people.
he said, like with Prince, like his life purpose is like to find his life purpose because he's still on the way of still defining
But
himself.
that's a hard one.
It's definitely a hard one, but for everybody it's different because for some people it's like they're in the forefront of something great that's happening, but your life purpose could also be like you're just part of the whole conundrum. Like it's happening.
it shifts.
A bystander.
Because
in
the
a
thing,
sense.
like certain people that found their own life purpose, you know, we can go through certain figures, heroes that we know of. I think I read a paragraph or searched something on the internet, and I, read about Martin Luther. You know, Martin Luther King. His purpose was obviously to be a leader. You know, in the department of the civil rights movement.
Do you think that was the purpose, or that was like the byproduct that led to the purpose?
That's the thing. I want to explain like how it got
Okay,
there.
okay.
So like now, first of all, his dad was a preacher. You know, I think they were Baptist. So then he became a preacher. He studied theology. He studied also, I think,
sociology.
exactly, sociology. Then basically, I think he was moving up and down. He started preaching here and there. Then he got to, what's it called?
Alabama,
Montgomery, basically, where the whole
Montgomery,
Rosa
right.
Parks,
That's over there.
the
Yeah.
whole Rosa Parks issues begun. Obviously, he already knew I'm a speaker. You know, this comes to me easy. You know, I speak. I'm very eloquent. I know how to, communicate. I know how to stir the crowd up, etc. So already like knowing, like figuring out what your purpose. You need to know, like, okay, what gifts do I have? What talents have I worked on? And it's effective. I think someone recently said like, you that which like if any result that you bring is standardized, meaning you always hit the mark. You always hit the mark, and it comes to you easy. Go for that.
Hold up. Now you have to be careful. Now we're dabbling into something that is also called gifting.
And talent.
Yeah.
That's-
So
that's
you
just
could be
wording.
gifted in something. No, it's not wording. You could really be gifted in something, but your purpose is something else. Like you have the talent. Like it is easy for you, but your purpose might be something that is hard, but that is where you find fulfillment.
Yeah, you're getting very, very technical now. Because with that statement, we can now ask the question, your gift, is it something that you enjoy doing? Because your gift is something you do easily. A talent is something you worked on. So that's what I'm saying. I don't even want to go into
So people say your gift is something that is meant for you to bless the world with other people.
There you go. So now with that statement, you're saying it's your purpose.
No.
People say
Your
that with
purpose,
your
I
gift-
think, at the end of the day, is something that is like for you. It might make other people happy. It might assist other people, but it is about you. I hope I'm putting it because this podcast thing. You're saying things in that moment that is not.
And somebody's coming for you in the comment section. Come on, laugh.
So now,
Give me $1,000.
Come on, live talk.
so
It's not that
and this is
easy.
not quarantine radio. So now, your purpose might be something that is solemnly for you. So your thing might just be helping old people.
So wait, but that's your own, like that's your
Description,
understanding.
right?
No, your understanding.
Yeah.
For me, as I said, my understanding is really purpose is to bless others as well, or to enrich others in any type of way. That's what I feel. Because in the end, if you want to leave the earth, everyone let's forget your religion, your beliefs, and your faith. But in the end, you want to know that, hey, I contributed, I did my part, I left this earth better than I came. Right?
It's not about better than I came, actually.
Yeah.
Everybody has a purpose. Even the evildoers have a purpose. Their purpose was to do evil for us to learn. No, that's true. No, because
it sounds so crazy.
Someone said,
but recently I heard something like that.
it's exactly. Someone said like Donald Trump is fulfilling his
purpose, maybe.
by showing us like, yo, I can run this presidency thing by being just a normal guy like you.
Yeah.
So his purpose is to show us that you don't have to kind of like fall into a paradigm of just following one straight line. You can do it differently.
And his
so we are
purpose
learning
is-
from that.
His purpose is like something that is caught for him.
Exactly.
I think a gift is something that is meant to bless and enrich other people as well.
Let's tie this purpose then with the life plan or your goal.
Yeah.
Because now it sounds like purpose is something that you find. Goal, life plan is something that you try to map out.
Yeah.
You kind of just said the same thing.
Yeah, but if you
No, I didn't say the same thing. I
Life
said
plan is what you kind of like
you map
individually
out
map.
as a
Your
goal.
purpose is something that's given to you that you
Yeah.
just
because we
it's kind
keep
of like an
saying,
epiphany.
have you found your purpose?
Yeah, but some
he
people
said he's found his like
some people
since
do
5.
have found their purpose from an early age.
And
Yeah,
Some
but you
people-
can never.
it's not something like
but you
I
can never say I wrote down my purpose. I decide my purpose.
No,
No,
you
no,
might
no,
not be
you
able
don't-
to
you don't-
say that.
you
You
don't
can't
decide.
say that. But you can figure your life plan. And if you figure or you discover the beautiful word, you discover your purpose, then you can try to blend both
Life plan and purpose.
purpose. You can
Exactly.
try to blend the word, keyword, blend. Now, if your purpose outweighs whatever you can do, because right now I don't have any example,
Exactly.
but you might have a purpose that has nothing to do with finances. You might never ever make money out of it. I think there are some wonderful parents out there. Their life purpose might have just been to train that kid that will change the world. Now, he never made
Yeah,
money
there are
out of
many
it,
of them, I believe.
but
I believe.
but their life plan is what is giving them money.
But that's
But
crazy.
yeah,
Because that means you get to a point where you have to then pick and choose between your life plan and your purpose.
now
Exactly, but
fulfillment
that's
comes.
crazy.
Fulfillment comes into the game. Then.
But that's the thing, because we all are kind of like groomed into doing certain things.
Yeah.
You know, go to school, work, boom, boom, boom. Then at a certain point in your life, you have to make a decision because because something will just hit you where you're just like, I don't have a certain fulfillment in what I'm doing. Although everything has worked out for me. Okay, I've done my uni thing. I've gone to school. I'm working. I'm making money. Everything's okay. But something's just like, I don't have fulfillment. And then you realize that, okay, maybe your purpose lies in somewhere else. But it's because of indoctrination of what your parents have been telling you, like, go to school, work, get your money, boom, boom, boom. You're not kind of like going about the things that you are kind of constantly being taught not to do. So now you're going towards your purpose, and your purpose is uncertain because you don't know, how am I going to eat, how am I going to work, etc. So fulfilling your purpose kind of like will make you have more joy in life. Because I know people that are not fulfilling their purpose, although they know their purpose, but it's just they're scared to fulfill their purpose because their purpose is uncertain.
Yeah.
And the life plan is easy. Everybody has a life plan. I think we all have a life
Yeah,
plan.
because
where we
your
don't-
life plan is
Because
something
you said
that
you said
to
you said
work
you said
easy.
you said you found your purpose when you were 5.
yeah, I would just use at a very early age, kind of like.
Okay, because
I was a fan.
maybe
just like
maybe
something that-
maybe a life plan instead of purpose.
No,
Because
not a life
I
plan.
think
No,
for
no,
a
I think
person-
if it's on my
knows.
life plan, then I'm not fulfilling my life plan, in a sense.
because for a person to find a life purpose
It's
so
for-
early,
Yeah,
thing is,
off air, he will let us
scary.
know. Is yeah.
No, it's something
okay,
that's just, it's
because I
something-
want to know more about it.
No,
you know?
no, it's something that's
question-
just bestowed upon you, and all of a sudden, your kind of like your life will change in that direction.
Say it again. It's bestowed upon
It's bestowed upon you.
you.
It's
So
not like
meaning
I
it's like
chose
a
it.
gift.
Like it came to you.
Let's
at-
let's say it's a blessing. It's a blessing in a sense
Okay.
where you just like then your life is constantly shifting that direction. It's not like I'm forcing to do so. It's just like okay, I'm reading more about this, learning more about this, kind of like knowing more people. It's not like It's not like okay, I forced to know you, Desmond, but I just got to know you. Me and you just hit it off. It made sense. It's never something I could have planned. So you just move into that direction. You're just like, okay, makes sense. And all of us, I think, all of us, we have the same purpose. That's what I'm saying. It's something that's been bestowed upon us.
So you would say OPP was kind of like is
It might be a part of the purpose because we are now talking about like also educating, but
people should respect us.
exactly.
Put some respect on
but
this name.
What is our purpose on this podcast? Like, we want to start conversation.
Start
We want to
conversation,
enlighten. Want to
see
be
different perspectives,
Exactly.
and
And
be
growth.
entertained.
But at the same
and
time-
growth in the end,
exactly. But at the same time, I think also we also want to promote Africanness and blackness.
unity.
So, did you ever thought about making a podcast that might
No,
be
because the way it kicked off.
That's a purpose. That's a purpose.
It was bestowed.
it was bestowed, but it's a purpose.
Stay tuned for the
maybe
way we
somebody
got
that's
together.
listening now that's a 14-year-old kid, like thinks to herself like maybe I can be a TV presenter and make more movies about Africa, portray different light about Africa. But you never know how your purpose is gonna kind of like put it itself in his way. But it's kind of like okay, do something.
Yeah.
But my life plan is definitely not in alignment with my purpose. But my life plan is, I need the I want the money, and I wanted to be a hoe until I'm 25.
Okay.
I wanted to go around the world, experience and enjoy certain women.
See,
Nicaragua. Have you ever had anything with a Nicaraguan chick? I haven't.
I'm not
Have you
gonna
ever had
sell you.
anything with an Aboriginal chick?
No,
I
I
haven't.
haven't.
That was my life plan. But obviously, it didn't work out for me.
People are having reasonable life plans. These guys.
But the taste,
all nations.
no, seriously,
Aboriginal
but not
chicks.
all nation. But you just go around, have a want to
Instead
be a
of-
globe trotter.
Just make
Instead
sure
of Father Abraham, Father Sugar Shea.
just represent us well, Sha.
exactly flying the Austrian flag.
Okay, I don't care.
No, but you see that my life plan didn't work out as planned because that was not heaven sent to me. That I should be roaming around, sexing multiple chicks.
So, is there a connection between life plan, purpose, and gift?
Definitely.
You think
Yeah.
there is?
I feel like what's it called? It gets to a point you need to like with all your plans. You notice this is my purpose. I need to decide: will I go for my, my purpose, or if you're lucky enough, the plans that you have set in your life work well with your purpose. Someone like, so as I was saying actually before,
Martin Luther.
Martin Luther King is when he got to it was Montgomery.
You said Montgomery, yeah.
Exactly. At the age of 25 or 26, that's when the whole, issue started. People were like, "Yeah, we should let's start the riot. Let's rebel. Let's go on a what's it called? When they boycott exactly.
Okay.
They were like, "Yeah, we're not gonna get into the bus." So before you know it, somehow being in their midst, I believe Martin Luther wanted to start a church there. That's what I believe. I don't know. I need to still read on that. But he found himself in that situation and felt like, I guess, I can be very effective for these people.
You know, sorry in case
And that's with the age of
interrupting,
25.
which is actually still fantastic.
Yeah, so
Because some people figure it out at 50.
yeah, that's why I was just saying
60.
because you said before later,
Yeah.
not late.
So it can. Yeah.
But
But
I'm just saying that he did his plans already.
Yeah, yeah.
Uni, he got married, had
Yeah.
kids, But that's when, so to say, you could say, okay, his purpose.
But I think if you find your purpose in life, it's not like something you just stumble into. Once once you meet the purpose, like you'll see, let me visualize it. It's like something you're seeing. Oh, it's like I have been blind. It's been feeling good, but I see this and I feel that there is this thing pulling me. There is this force. This is me. This is what I have to do. Even if you're fighting it, but you'll be like, oh, I realize that it will, this sweet sensation, something like, oh, electrifying, like, yeah, this is it. So I think once you discover purpose, you will know. But I think you are not to be ignorant and think that it's all just gonna fall in place anyhow.
No.
You also have to be vigilant,
Yeah.
not to miss the signs of something that your heart, your soul, your spirit is connected to.
Even though if you miss the sign will come again.
It will come
It will come again until
many
you make a
times, though?
decision.
How many
No.
times?
The
Yeah,
thing
but
is,
the
like, when it those
wasted
when it-
time is something you can
exactly
you can get.
and that's the
So
difference.
that's why I say you have to be like attentive to things that are meaningful.
So I think there are less connection between purpose and life plan and
Okay.
gift as well. Because some people, they have a gift and they make use of that gift and they accord that gift to their life plan.
Yeah, I agree.
But later they found their life purpose. For example, let's take some footballers or some artists.
Yeah.
Let's take an example. For example, Messi now.
Messi Messiah.
Messi, his gift is footballing. He likes to kick.
I think so.
That's his gift. But his life purpose might be different. Maybe after
It's definitely
retirement.
different.
Maybe after retirement.
Might not be.
But that's
Why?
what I'm
Maybe
saying.
Why?
after retirement.
His purpose
he
might
might
have been
say,
inspiration.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing.
That's where I'm going.
He's-
It's not playing football. It's so basically that's why I said with the
but
money.
Watch out, that's
but
what
he's
Desmond
utilizing
said.
football.
The gift
You can
is
accord it.
football. But then the purpose is
Exactly.
the
I'm
what's
agreeing.
it called?
That's why I said when you said that money to make money, that's just I guess okay. We could call
But
it
if you
now. in
watch
this
what I
case-
said, I didn't say make money actually. I said make money. The way I placed it was like while you are or whatever you're doing might be getting
Okay,
the
so
money.
the money
so I
would
didn't
be-
say money
okay.
is like the life
Yeah,
purpose.
please.
I mean I don't remember precisely, but I know it wasn't like money is just the life purpose.
So as I was saying, a lot of people, their life plan doesn't accord to their life purpose. Like they already have the money, they have already the life plan, they had everything they wanted, and the life purpose wasn't still there yet. For example, a person like Cristiano, said he wanted to be an actor because when they asked him, when someone asked him, after you retire, what are you going to do? He said, yeah, I want to start acting. Also, maybe that's his life purpose. But he started playing football.
Yeah.
He has the talent for it. So that's why I said sometimes you can't
But that might be
correlate.
his life plan.
yeah.
You can sometimes fulfill your life
Your
purpose.
life purpose,
might
and
be
then-
already be done.
But
And
do you-
then because why? Because
No.
See,
like,
this
wait.
topic
No,
is
talent-
actually very lovely. I love this topic
Talent.
actually. But do you think that you can be done with your life purpose if you discover it like in your scenario, you said like 5, you sensed it or you knew it, or you like, okay, you have the sight on it. Like, do you think you can be done with your life purpose
Before
by
you
25?
leave. Yeah.
Before you decease, and then you're like, okay, I'm done, I'm free, like I have completed.
Yeah, you can
think
because
so?
because you don't have anything to give anymore, energy wise. It's like you said the analogy with the maybe the life purpose of the parents is to teach the kids, and
Yeah.
once the kid leaves the house, the parent is done.
It's done actually.
Ronaldo could be like, yo, I'm playing football until I'm 42. That's my life purpose, to make other people happy because I came from the same environment as I did, and they can make it as well. And now I don't have any energy to play anymore. My life purpose is done. Now I can basically use the rest of my energy to do what I want to do, and that is acting.
Yeah.
I don't have any energy to give anymore.
I agree.
That's why certain older people will be like, yo, I've done my part. It's up to you now. I've laid the foundations for you guys. Even your dad would tell you, if I've laid the foundation for you, do you?
Okay.
I'm done.
It goes both sides.
No,
Like
I
both
agree. I
sides.
agree 100%.
It goes both
So I'll
sides.
tell my
yeah.
kids when I'm 70, guys, I'm done. I don't have anything
You
to
should be
give anymore.
moody.
If you me there.
Na ipimude.
Yeah. I'm tired.
Being a mood.
But until then, I'm not there. I'm still far away from my life purpose.
I
You struggle.
I struggle to accept that you can be.
It's because your life purpose is
The
different.
example you
But
gave
I
made
know.
sense. The example you made sense because like the parenting, you said, my life purpose is to bring you up. Now I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you might say, okay, I still have my life plan. My life plan is to go back to school or to have this particular degree
Yeah.
in this course, and then you still finish that. So that's why I said it goes both sides.
So
So,
you
it
could,
actually
you could
makes
have
sense.
that at the start, in the middle, or at the ending,
Exactly.
or it could be your whole life long.
Exactly.
Right? Your whole
But
life.
most time, I think,
towards the
I
ending.
think life purpose is towards the ending and
I would
eternity.
say so. It's not
and
for you to
eternity.
decide.
most
Because
of the
some
time.
people are just like,
He said he thinks.
It-
Thinks.
oh yeah, but like you said, right, to say it could be at a very start, middle, or beginning. Because some people are like, we say, one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
They'll do one thing that's so great, they can never live up to that expectation again. Let's use George Lucas, Star Wars. He did one thing, obviously he did multiple things, one thing that ended up in multiple things.
Yeah.
He's given us joy in that sense. With Star Wars will still continue. They'll do a sequel, they'll do a prequel, they'll do Clone Wars, they'll do comics. He did
Am
one
I the
thing.
only one that has never really watched Star Wars?
I've
Yes,
not
you
watched
are.
Star Wars. I've not watched one Star Wars.
Really?
God
No,
damn.
no part.
Man. Where are you guys living?
Okay.
But it gives some people joy, but for some people, it's just like
It's not involved. in
they
my
have
purpose.
to live their life in order to find out, okay, now everything that I've done in my life is leading up to that part so that I can give certain advice to people. Because not everybody will have a narrow way like you did. Some people are very perfect. They'll be like, okay, my life is perfect, so I need a leader that's perfect for me. Some people will be like, my life had like so many obstacles, and I want the person that also was dealing with so many obstacles so that he can give me proper advice because I am not perfect. So it makes it easier. So that's why when Desmond said like it's towards the end, because your life purpose is different. So you will never be able to be like, okay, I'm done with my life purpose. Because towards the end.
Before we round this, okay, I want to
Go
say
ahead.
something.
Please say.
Okay. As Dr. Miles Monroe, note this name, Dr. Miles Monroe said, the richest place on this planet Earth is the graveyard. Because so many people died without fulfilling their life purposes, without them using their talents, and without them bringing out that gift that was given to them
Yeah.
to enrich the world. So they died heavily loaded, like fully loaded. They
like
died
a- it's
because
like-
they
it's
didn't
like a
drop.
sponge that
yeah,
you
they
did not
didn't.
squeeze
Yeah,
the
you
water
didn't
out.
squeeze out what you should have and left for the world.
Poetic.
So what I am about to say right now is that whoever is listening out there, after you have shared, commented, and liked our post,
subscribe.
If you have not done that,
take
That's your life purpose. To
take like
subscribe.
5 minutes. Think about your life. Am I fulfilling the purpose? Am I in line with my life plans? And I think that would be great.
just to, if anyone wants to add anything, I feel like a friend of ours, I call him Lieutenant. He knows who he is. He posted this what's it called? This pic in his story. So this is not for purpose. This is for life plan. It said, tip of the day: don't think about what can happen in a month. Don't think about what can happen in a year. Just focus on the 24 hours in front of you, and do what you can get to get closer to where you want to.
On point. On point.